It's been 3 days since Election Day, and still the outrage continues to grow in California following the passage of Proposition 8, the ban on gay marriage. The focus now, the Mormon Church. More than 1,000 gay rights advocates protested outside the Mormon temple in Los Angeles yesterday, incensed over the role the Mormon Church played in getting the gay marriage ban passed. Opponents estimate members of the church gave more than $20 million to ensure Prop 8's passage. Some are saying that is blurring the line between church and state. And you know what? I agree. RJ incoming co-president of the Lesbian and Gay Lawyers Association of Los Angeles, and Carol Liefer, well-known comedian and comedy writer, with us tonight. Glad to have you both. I will say, full disclosure, very good friends. RJ, I want to start with you because you were one of the protesters outside the Mormon Church. Describe the mood for me.
Jane, there was a lot of anger, and underneath all that anger, a lot of pain. People were in disbelief. It just remains baffling to us that this actually passed.
Now, Carol, I want to ask you about the whole role of the Mormon Church, because they say they're trying to preserve the sanctity of marriage. And of course, what immediately occurred to me is if you're trying to preserve the sanctity of marriage, why not deal with another problem that's more in your backyard, metaphorically and literally, which is the whole polygamy issue? You know, they haven't really spoken out, but during the whole polygamy case in Texas, they did say this. This is a quote from one of the elders. He said, "People have a right to worship as they choose, and we are not interested in attacking somebody else's beliefs." Now, that's what he said in connection to polygamy. Right. Isn't that astounding?
Yes, it is astounding, but that's what really, gets me so incensed about all this stuff about people being against gay marriage, with the sanctity of marriage, when marriage has a 50% divorce rate. I mean, come on. It's not really bragging rights when half of marriages in the straight world are failing.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about lost tourism because supposedly, according to a study done at UCLA, the whole marriage trend in California after gay marriage was initially approved by the Supreme Court this past spring was estimated to bring in something like $65 million in tax revenue alone, not to mention all the business it would bring in from all the marriages, the florists, the gowns, the tuxedos, the whole 9 yards. Now that's all going away. What do you think's going to happen, RJ? I mean, there are all these events out there, the Dinah in Palm Springs where all the lesbians gather. Then there's the white party for the men in Palm Springs where everybody wears white. Do you think that's going to leave California?
Oh, no, that's a tradition. That's something that we celebrate. Our fight is just beginning, apparently, all over again. So, just to, get back to the issue of marriage, though, there is a sanctity in marriage, and that's why we value it as a fundamental right. That when you're married, you say, all the things, the mundane things, the good things and the bad things matter to me, and your life will not go unnoticed. I will notice, and your life will not go unwitnessed. I will be your witness. So we've lost a very fundamental right, and it's a very, very sad day in California.
Oh, I hear you. Carol Liefer, I wonder about the psychological aspects of this. Remember the Reverend Ted Haggard? And he was running a huge evangelical organization that represented like 30 million evangelical Christians. And he was leading the fight in Colorado against gay marriage there. But he was caught in a scandal of his own when a man said he was having gay sex with the Reverend Haggard, and he was forced to resign. And then he said he was guilty of sexual immorality, and they sent him somewhere to try to undo that tendency that he has.
Yeah, it's complete hypocrisy, isn't it? And look, we gays, we're mad as hell, and we're not going to take it anymore. I mean, this was really a very crushing defeat, and we might just have to secede. And let me tell you, straight people, you will not like a world without the gays. That would be a pretty bad world. Look at this. You'd have no fashion, no WNBA, no Broadway, and you'd have none of that. So we're only going to make marriage better.
Okay.
You know, I mean, really, we'll get rid of that lame hokey pokey dance at weddings. We'll throw that out. Women will actually want to keep their bridesmaid dresses. You need the gays
All right.
in marriage. You need it.
We are going to have to leave it right there. Thank you both, ladies. Great talking to you and seeing you again.